You guys, Natisha here. We're still raw, doing the editing raw. Exactly. Hi, how are you? Let's go ahead and see what you guys need to know right now. So I always manifest that these videos find you at the right time. So it found you at the right time. Okay, there's 3 piles down below. Like I said, I don't do the fancy stuff. I have Mercury and Aries. We're gonna get straight to the point. Okay. Sometimes I do it. 111, 222, or 333. Whatever number comes up first, okay, take a deep breath, meditate on it, and go click your number. See you on the other side. Okay. 111. Let's see what message your guys have for you. Okay. Immediately, I saw like a small dog. And I actually was like getting channels. Like the second time I had to record this because I had to go use the restroom. So purging, releasing could be significant here. It also was like super, like as soon as I tapped into your energy, it was like really, really hot. You guys could be feeling really uncomfortable right now. I think you're going through a huge healing transition. What message do we have for this beautiful collective here? I'm seeing a lot of purple. Yeah, you guys have been talking to God, Source, praying here. You're like in a spiritual awakening energy, ascension energy, but really in that energy right now. You can be feeling very exhausted with the 9 of Wands. Exhausted, survival mode, wanting something else, wanting a change in career. Okay, exhausted with a situation, but it's like you are wanting change, but you're really praying, yearning for this change because 9 is a very independent energy. So it's like you do feel like you need supernatural forces. You need God, you need your angels, you need a force to shift the energy for this because you're really tired. You're really, really tired with a situation. Heavy career. All of a sudden it's like, whew, have to take a deep breath. Felt super exhausted with this here. Okay, so you could be in a situation that you don't know how to get yourself out of, okay, or it's like betterment right now. It's like you are calling on God, you are calling on the divine to help you. You're feeling a bit powerless. Yeah, we have the Magician though. Your prayers are being heard and they're being answered. Okay, so 1, that's validation of that. We have 4 of Swords in reverse. A lot of you guys, you're just not getting rest. Okay, like your sleep schedule is off. Your nervous system is off. But it's like, I'm hearing end of the road by, trigger warning, but a divorce could be significant. Okay, because I'm hearing end of the road by Boys to Men. I do feel people pulling on y'all's energy as well too. You're very reliable. You're also very loyal. A lot of people have seen you as this rock, okay? I feel like maybe when you needed support, other people didn't really help you. I feel like there's something about you. Some of you guys, I'm picking up this could be your attractiveness, your body. There's something here. Feels like, yes, your wisdom, your intellect, but I think your looks is really interesting here. Some of you guys are dealing or have dealt with a masculine, maybe a father figure too, again, trigger warning, that was competitive towards women. If you are a woman watching this, LGBTQAI+, because there's something here about your energy, and it's like a goddess, like divine feminine energy. If you are a man watching this here, this is like an attractiveness, but it's like, you definitely have dealt with envy and jealousy. Some of you guys, it's your charisma, your personality, but it's almost like I'm hearing pretty privilege or like personality privilege. I want to say this is wisdom and intellect or capability, but this feels like more this energy. I'm seeing like a wounded Libra energy here. Okay. And a lot of you guys, this could have been, I'm seeing this causing issues in work. Could be your physique as well too. Like, I don't know what this is, but you did deal with jealousy. And some of you guys, you don't even see yourself that way, but it's like, yeah, the sun coming out in the reverse. I don't know, I'm getting the people around you or someone around you, but this feels like multiple energies. You've dealt with the same type of energy, because a part of this cycle is for you to learn self-respect. Some of you guys, you really have been pushed into an isolation of just talking to God, doing your inner work, doing your shadow work. You were never meant to stay in an environment, in a job, in a marriage. Like, you had to learn how to respect yourself. Because I do think there were some energies that were purposely lowering your vibration or triggering your self-esteem. Yeah, they did not like to see you shine. Happy shining, okay? Maybe the people around you made you feel more alone, okay? It's really weird, because I feel like even if you guys had trouble contacted and like connecting with the divine, connecting with your spirit team, people saw you. I'm looking at this infinity sign, ooh, over the magician here, and it's crazy how you see how this flipped out of my hand. They saw, it's like something wants me to put it in the reverse. Yeah, weirdo energy. They saw you as blessed. I'm hearing Halo by Beyonce, and I'm seeing like the angel ring. I guess that's a halo. People saw you as very blessed because of something about you. I'm seeing your eyes, like something about you, your charisma, like it's an energy. And I'm seeing like Los Angeles here could be significant, or social media could be significant. Most of you guys, I don't even feel like you're really posting on social media like that, but you do give off a glow. You give off a divine energy here. A lot of you guys were spiritual teachers in past lives here. Some of you guys are original souls here as well too. Ancient Egypt could be significant. It could also be the lineage. Okay, I'm picking up a Caribbean lineage, Egyptian, Middle Eastern. Doesn't have to be, but it's like there is an energy that's like a golden aura here. And it's like, it's so weird. It's like there are some people that feel like, I don't mind disappointing you or like doing you wrong, because it's like things are going to work out for you anyway. It's like they feel like you have this sense of privilege, even though a lot of you guys came from a very humble, if anything, like hard background. Like things were not easy for you, but people assume that things are going to work out for you anyway. Or like, this could be love. Like maybe they're like, oh, they're just gonna marry someone rich. So it's like they purposely kind of, it's bullying, to be honest, like put you through things or projected on you or isolated you, were cold towards you, because it's like you were like, they just couldn't. A lot of prideful energy. But I think this was a karmic cycle. Yeah, justice in the reverse that you went through for you to honor yourself. You really had to learn not to live for validation. This was not easy, because depending on where this was, a lot of you guys, you could have like one close friend, maybe two close friends, or you feel very disconnected from people. Okay. You didn't really get support. Some of you guys have a business, a platform, and it's like the people around you, they don't really support you. The people closest to you here. Yeah. I feel like some of you guys, you know, maybe there was a sense here of like accomplishments or things working out for you. And it's like, even though they knew how much you went through, it's like they knew your story, how much you went through, how much your family went through. It's like they know you deserve this, but they're pissed. It's so weird. It's so weird. Some of you guys watching this, like I said, you could be a person of color, or it's just a kind of weird energy. You know your story. This energy could be like anger towards your family. Because I don't know what this is. Anger towards you. Some of you guys, you're a person of color and you dealt with jobs, environments here that it's like there were not a lot of people of color in it, but it's like you having this, like, I'm hearing shining star energy. Are you having this aura? I don't know. Some people just don't like it on you. It's weird. It's like if somebody else had it, but weird. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming up here, though. Yeah, you've been in this cycle for a long time. I feel like, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm sending this pile so much love, because I really feel like you, ghosting could have been significant here. There is an isolation here. You did have to lean on fate, or had to awaken. I feel like this lean on fate was just for you to see what everybody else saw, because everybody else already sees you as blessed. Everybody else already sees you as divine. And it's like, by you connecting, praying, even though it kind of was like a rock bottom energy, by you connecting with your angels like this, connecting with your spirit team, these divine messages, was just like a mirror reflection up to yourself for you to recognize, like, oh, I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, this energy, this pentacle, I'm looking at it like I'm seeing an award, like a trophy here, right? And you know how it's like a mirror. You can look in it and see your reflection. So it's like, Spirit, your soul lesson, a part of this is for you to recognize that abundance is not necessarily outside of you. One, it's your birthright. There could be something here about humanitarian justice here, equality here. Some of you guys, I'm seeing interviews you may do, speaking up, interviews, blogs, stuff like that, your own post, your own work, books, speaking, podcasts, but could simply even just be talking to groups of people. Some of you guys are going to go talk in front of schools, literally collect awards. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you didn't, it's almost like I think it was like a part of your soul contract. I'm hearing God, your angels, your spirit team, even your higher self knew that you would go through these challenges, that people would be triggered by your divinity. And again, some of you guys feel like you don't even get it. Like, you don't even get it. Some of you guys understand what I'm saying. But it's like you knew that you would deal with this weird energy. You could have an interesting Scorpio placement or something like that. Could be a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Yeah, definitely. We have the High Priestess coming up here. Yeah, you guys clearly have a bigger calling with this High Priestess, but you always had to go through this time of spiritual awakening, ascension, or connection with faith. That, like, faith was supposed to be your compass in this life. Faith, spirituality. Some of you guys, altars could be significant, candles, whatever this is, but you were always meant to do this. Not saying that you won't, you will receive community, but it's like, there is something here about you being positioned in positions or having accomplishments, and the way that it's happening, it's like most of you guys, you didn't come from a super rich family. So most of you guys, there's something about how this is happening and the level of also admiration that you're gonna get, that it's like, it could even be your personality. Maybe you guys are gonna, go into, get a certain level of status or, abundance or stability, but your personality, I feel like I'm seeing like a Kristen Stewart here, or like maybe you're just like, you don't care as much, like you don't care for the certain, status, whatever this is. This could be success in your business. There's something here that it's like, it doesn't fit in with trends so much. And it could also be you speaking up about certain things. Maybe you're going to feel called to speak up about certain things and it doesn't fit, the status quo. Like maybe you'll speak up about like humanitarian issues in the world, like, and stuff. And like some people won't like it, some companies, some managers, but it's like you're going to be divinely protected. Okay, you're going to be divinely protected. So you did have to kind of go through this feeling of being ostracized. Okay. And I feel like some of this exhaustion was kind of like kick open your throat chakra. And I'm hearing it's like you could have handled it. Like you were never going to lose yourself to this, but it's like, now I'm literally hearing Lose Yourself by Eminem. Music is very significant. Some of you guys are musicians as well, but there is something here. Eminem's a good, well, there, but kind of an indicator. There's something here about what you do. Poetry, rap could be significant, whatever this is. But it's like how you do it, how you look, where you come from, depending on the room, the area, the position. Some of you guys are going to take over a position too. You're going to be a leader or take over a company or, lead something, have your own team. And there's something here with competitors. This is a big collective here, but it's like your ancestors are not giving up on you and they're not letting you give up on yourself, because I'm seeing a tree with roots. So your lineage is no joke, okay? And some of you guys have some strong mystics, okay? All of a sudden my crown like really started illuminating. But it's like whatever it is, and some of you guys, this is just simply your talent. Like whatever you're talented at, you're not kind of talented at this. Like you're really, really talented at this. Like you are talented. Some of you guys do readings yourself too. And I just think it's like this level of gold. It's like you're God's secret, or God's like secret mission. I don't want to say that word on here, but the Ace of Swords. Yeah, people are gonna know your name. Whether it's people, you know, from your past or people in your community. Okay, somehow, some of you guys are going to be a household name. This could be social media, but whatever it is you do, people are going to know your name. People on here, and get used to it. Get used to people talking about you, saying your name as if they know you. Okay, and it doesn't, I mean, you're going to have the opposite, but it's like, this is why staying connected to faith was really important. Okay. Preparing protection for your family too. We have the Eight of Cups coming out in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys, this path is always going to pull, even when you want to give up on it, it's too strong. And the energy behind you is too strong. It's too strong. You will be successful. It's always going to pull you back. There will be energy. Let me tell you, you guys get, I'm not going to, you get spiritual attacks. Okay, or you just get evil eye. So do those cleanses, but it's like there will be people that affect your self-esteem, and sometimes you may feel this energy for months. You know, I do feel like a lot of you guys, you may have a family, something about your children, you know, there's a glow, there's an aura. I'm seeing like the Incredibles, and it's like there may be, and I'm not, the thing is with you is like you're not meant to hide, or you're not meant to stop. I'm not saying burn yourself out, but stop doing what you're doing. But you are meant to have your energy cleanse and stay connected, okay? Some of you guys may be drawn to like reading the Bible or the Quran, or, you know, I'm picking up Hindu as well. Card fell on the floor. When a card falls on the floor, it's like that card times 10. I'm like picking it up with my foot right now. Ace of Wands, yeah. Ooh, Ace of Wands. You always rise way higher too. So I feel like it's like whenever you quote unquote fall off, or you have a time of feeling like you're falling off, like you rise, okay? If you go through times of having missed opportunities, whatever this is, like you always understand why you're so protected. Because spirit vets, like people got to go through God to get to you guys. People got to get their energy right to get to y'all. Vice versa, but it's like, because the other people obviously got spirit teams too, but like, there's just something about your light. Not everyone is ready for it. Not everyone is ready for it. You guys are also protected. Oh, if people play you guys in love, I feel for them, because the way that spirit, it's like, oh, attacks their money, or they end up in these money crunches. If people play you guys in love, because there's just something about like, I think you guys are very sensitive, vulnerable people, your heart space. And you know, I'm not saying like perfectionism, but I genuinely do think that you guys forgive people, or you don't like to get caught up in like, you don't have darker energies. So it's like when people see this energy of like divine purity or divinity about you, and they still run amok and they do it, it's like, because there's an obviousness about your halo. Your halo is really obvious. Like, it's really obvious. It's not hidden. Okay? So, I feel like that's your message. The way that I feel so grounded and smooth. So if you guys wanted to know if everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be okay. Because let me tell you, your message, like I feel usually when I do readings, I'm just like, oh my God. And like, no, like spirit just gave me this energy of like, I just feel like they gave me like a warm blanket. Okay. So one, I feel like you will get rest. Things are going to get much better. Some of you guys are in an area and you want to move. Whatever you need is coming. Like it's literally coming, and it's coming right. Don't rush the process, okay? Stay connected to your faith. Stay connected to your faith. Keep up communication with God, your angels, whatever it is you want to say, your ancestors. Keep up your routines. Meditate, okay? Purify. If it's a humble period, allow yourself to lean into faith more than fear. Faith over fear, okay? But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and get into pile 222. I love you guys so much. Thank you. All right. Okay. Pile 222. Hi. Immediately I started hearing I Love You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Adams. Literally, that's been on repeat. This might be my pile. Did I say that right? I don't know why when I just said it like left my mind, but anyways, I Love You, I'm Sorry, Gracie Adams. I love her. It's my type of music. I love that like pop, girly, indie flow. That could be significant. Concerts could be significant. Music, artists, guitar, instruments. Your divine counterpart could be into music as well too, or sing or something like that. Late night drives could be significant. Picking up a lot of like love. Yeah. Now I'm hearing teenage love. Alicia Keys is a teenage love affair or something. And I'm seeing a box. I'm seeing a time capsule. Did some of you guys have a time capsule or do a time capsule? Think about a time capsule. Someone found your time capsule, someone that needed it. I'm hearing that song super loud in my head. That's just the way life goes. Okay, so you guys are super romantic, poetic people. And I don't know why, I have a feeling just looking at these cards that life did not flow very romantic and poetic. Although you are romantic and poetic. In fact, you may have felt like you got dropped off at the wrong family, the wrong energy here, okay? And it's like everything about your immediate environment that you at least grew up in was just like, you just did not vibe with it, but you tried to fit in. And it's like every time you tried to fit in, it chewed you up and spat you out here, okay? Because I feel like you guys are soulful, romantic, poetic, like cutesy. Like I'm seeing like all the cutesy shows, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And this could be in your relationship too, like relationships, exes, like you're true lovers. Like you are romantic lovers, but it's like you did not meet those energies in your life. And I feel like you dealt with this in friendships and lovers as well too. Coldness coming up here. We have 5 of Wands, so 5 of Wands, and then we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Now this is really interesting because some of you guys could have related to pile 1, but the difference with this though is I think you guys did have a villain era, or maybe you're in this now. And Spirit is kind of bringing you back around. It's like I'm hearing Just Hold On, We're Going Home by Drake. There was a bit of letting whatever you went through, whatever you saw, kind of become you. And it's like the ice is melting, okay? And I'm hearing it's because in past lives, you ran on the anger, you ran on the hurt, the closed offness, and it led to your detriment in past lives, okay? That would have been repeating a generational curse. So like now you guys are going through this huge heart chakra opening, and we have 2 5s here, so it's heart, throat, okay, purging. This could have been very uncomfortable. I'm sending you guys so much love. For some of you, I'm very sensitive, and it could have felt like ego death, very, very uncomfortable with this energy. It could have been very humbling, like I said, rock bottom energy. But it's like, this was truly, and I know it's cliche, it was happening for you. I'm also seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm seeing 11, 11 here. It was happening for you because I feel like this is like collective. Like I'm seeing pink clouds now. It's like you dream of just romance and harmony. Literally the Lovers coming out. In the reverse here, you dream of romance, you dream of harmony. I don't know, I feel like you're just, whoop, you dream of friendship. I'm seeing the show Friends. Yeah, whenever they do that, it's because I'm asking too much now. Interesting. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Your finances right now could be kind of affected, and we have the Fool. So you have a new beginning that's coming in out of nowhere, okay? This new beginning is going to come in with a move, or it's going, for most of you, it's going to be a move, or it's going to be somebody coming into your life and energetically shifting it to the point that even if you don't physically move, you're going to be aligning with a different environment. Meaning that the people you hang out with, the places you go, like let's say you live in a city or you live in a town and you just like don't go to certain areas. And these are going to be, it's like, you're going to be an explorer again. Okay. But this is coming in really spontaneous, and I feel like it's coming in soon for most of you. All right. And a lot of you guys, Cinderella could have been significant, or Disney or fairy tales, because this person may feel like, and I know we shouldn't be waiting to be saved, but they may feel like they honestly like save you in a sense, or they heal you, or they're going to be very big on your healing journey. I know how people feel about saying that people heal them. I don't know. I have a big, I do think healing is a two-way street, but I notice a lot in the self-improvement and the spiritual community. There's this huge, and I actually think it's karmic. I think it goes back to some type of wound around survival and manipulation from the beginning of time. But there's a big, like, you heal yourself, you be by yourself, independent type of energy. Hyper independent, sometimes that's even portrayed in self-improvement energy. And I think it's okay to say that people help heal you. Like, I think it's okay to say that people help save your life, okay? Like, yes, you, but I think it's completely fine. And then some people are just like, well, no, it's like you heal yourself. And I just don't think that's true. I don't think it's logical, you know, because so many forces, it's like the universe is supporting it. This earth is supporting us right now. Come on, the universe is supporting us, you know, literally. So many elements are supporting us, and it's important. I think spiritual ego can be or self-improvement ego, a very scary thing. But the point of this, okay, maybe that came up for a reason. Maybe some of you guys were a bit in that spiritual ego, just like, I'm by myself and everyone left me, and I don't blame you for this, because some of the things you guys went through could have been very, very, very brutal with the Five of Wands. But it's like the universe right now, your core lesson is you are getting support. Even if you do move, you are getting help. You are entering a cycle of your life that is truly about the heart space. And it's not just going to be romantic love. I do see romantic love here, but it's like, it's going to be exactly what I said, noticing that one, you are not alone. And some of you guys, like, this healing cycle could be a bit of like it's a humbling awakening. I don't want to say rude awakening, but a humbling awakening, okay? Because it could be kind of recognizing like, yo, this help or this like care was kind of right in front of me the entire time. Like, I feel like some of you guys are going to recognize how much you have been in your bubble or seeing life from a very limited view. And this is not to shame you at all, because some of you guys have been dealing with PTSD, PTSD, or just dealing with some very difficult situations. But it's like, either way, the way that this shift comes into your life, it's going to be with a lot of like lessons and a bit of like humbling, but in a warm way, and like a blanket. I keep picking up like a warm blanket energy here. So I feel like this video in general, the guides are giving a lot of comfort, because it's like, you're gonna recognize blind spots. You're also gonna recognize like, oh, like, no, like, people are actually really good and kind, and there are people like me, you know, and there are people who are willing to support, and like there are people who want to hang out with me and like be around me. And just like, I'm also picking up an energy of like, maybe money has kind of gotten to you guys a bit. And granted, some of you guys could be in some tough financial situations, but like social media, and it's like, there is a sense of that like Sunday dinner feeling of just like, oh, everyone, kind of like a potluck, like everyone comes over and brings their food, or some of you guys are randomly like gonna be in this, but this is your authentic vibration you're coming home to. I see you guys like getting invited to someone's house, and it doesn't just have to be romantic. I feel like maybe your mind became very, okay, I'm with someone and then that's it. Or it's just like you haven't been in, which, by the way, again, I'm not shaming you, because I really think that capitalism and the media is not portraying this type of feel-good energy. If you notice, all the 90s shows, all the feel-good shows, the warm energy, they have completely gotten rid of as a part of the agenda, because that's not what they're portraying. They're portraying a Black Mirror life. And I feel like you guys were leaning into that, which Spirit is saying that's not even the first cycle of that. That has happened in past lives before in different ways, and you have completely lost yourself. Some of you guys were scientists in past life, mathematics. Maybe a lot of your past lives were masculines as well, where you couldn't show your emotions. But this life, you were supposed to be like the Queen and the King of Cups. And not even in like even if you're in the spiritual community, you're not even supposed to be someone that's like deep into like star seeds. And like, I'm not saying that you can't like it, but like, to the fact that now you cannot connect with someone who is Muslim, or you can't connect with someone who is like Christian. Like all of a sudden you think everyone is wrong. Like no, like you have to be kind of careful of getting into that. It could even be in your chart. Like maybe you can be a little adamant, but I think a lot of it, that's not even authentic to you. Like that comes from this space of a fear of being judged. It comes from a space of being abandoned. It comes from a space of like not being treated kindly in the past. And I feel like a lot of you guys are also going to have to learn to not let your past, whether it's that relationship, your, you know, father wounds, mother wounds, dictate every single relationship and friendship and, you know, that you have. Like you really are someone that's meant to give people a chance, okay? And you're also meant to recognize that obviously people are not perfect. So you're just not supposed to be a person that's supposed to be a cold, cut off, I'm just gonna go create my reality and manifest all these material things. And it's like I've improved myself so much to the point that like I can't be next to someone. Like the second you guys start being like that, karma is going to freaking hit its tail. Like any true friend that you love, you're going to bicker batter with them a little bit, okay? Because they're meant to be like family. Like you guys are meant to have friends that are like family, or doesn't even have to be like a small circle type of thing. Like that, you're meant to just understand that Earth is a temporary experience. People are going through things. And it's a ride. I'm not saying give everyone every information, but I'm saying like I really do feel like this is a collective that's meant to recognize how much you may have taken seriously, how much the media or, you know, there has been agendas to separate people. And it's like how silly it was. Like I feel like Spirit is saying like, you guys are going to get older and look back and be like, yo, I cared about so much. Like I cared so much about perfectionism, or I cared so much, you know, and it's just like, it wasn't even worth it, you know? And I feel like that's this collective here, okay? Because I'm seeing things like campfires, I'm seeing things like, you know, friend, you know, vacations, or like doesn't even have to be anything big, just feel good moments. That's okay. Literally your cards are like falling on the floor right now, and I think it's for a reason. I'm not even gonna pick it up. I feel like your message is kind of straightforward, but Spirit is saying here, I'm like looking at the cards on the floor, we're being real. The money is coming in because I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles. Your heart is gonna heal. All right. But if you take anything, like I'm hearing that prayer, and I think you guys need to say this as you're watching this right now. Dear God, dear angels, help me answer whatever you pray to, whatever you call on. Don't let this world or let the things I have been through change my heart. Divinely guide me and protect me, but do not let the things that I have been through change my heart. Okay. Be careful about extremism in social media, because social media has a lot of extremism. I know there's a lot of think pieces, there's other people's stories, and very easily sometimes you can lose sight. So they say you need to touch grass, lose sight of your own reality and the truth of existence and life, and how it's not easy and that people change and have ebbs and flows. And I'm not saying don't have boundaries, but be careful. You're not meant for serious cutoff culture. You're meant to, I do think that you guys are going to be one of those people that you grow old and you're going to be like, life was short. Like life was actually kind of short. Like it was long but short, you know? So you are meant to live the fool's journey. You are meant to be that person that says, hi, how you doing? You are meant to be that person that, you know, smiles, has a random conversation. You know, I'm not saying put yourself in the harm's way, but I'm saying that you are meant to have a human experience regardless of what spiritual element you have, and have compassion for people and live and feel and eat and taste and enjoy life. Okay, like you are as much as you can, you know. And I feel like, yeah, that's what Spirit is saying here, and I keep hearing this song, that's just the way life goes, da, da. And romanticize your life as well too. Like the money is coming, but also like you are divinely guided. Don't let materialism, because Spirit, trust me, as someone who worked in fashion PR, trends and everything shifts so fast. Like by the time you buy something and think that it's new, they already have like 3 seasons. Okay, so cards, all these different things. Like I do feel like you guys will manifest as well as attract material. Like there's something here about shopping, buying the things that you want, but you may also learn something to a degree that, depending on what space you're in, because there's different tiers of I guess like fame or like status or money, and it's like there's a tier that cares so much, you know, and I feel like a lot of those tiers that care, obviously like that can come from deep-rooted insecurities, and then there's a tiers that don't have to impress anyone. Okay, so I just feel this, no matter what you accomplish in this life or how, you know, a lot of you guys may change your mind. Maybe there's certain things that you want right now, and that may sound scary, but you may change your mind. Okay, because I really think that your biggest gifts in life will be the connections and the community that you have and the love that you have. And I think you're going to recognize like that's, nothing can replace that. I'm not saying money and foundation isn't important. It is, but I do feel like the gems that you have, you will look back. Like if you're in a time right now where you're hurt and you're angry and you just feel isolated and you just feel like whatever it is, like, okay, maybe this is, but you're gonna look back and be like, no, no, I don't hate people. I love people. I've just been hurt, you know? So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and gear up. Thank you guys. Love you guys so much. See you next video. Okay. Pile 3. That was a time. Pile 222 was a time, but very good energy. Very good energy, okay? Immediately I just saw a vision of myself as I started your reading saying like, I'm proud of you, you shifted. Okay, so you have definitely shifted. You have completed some type of cycle. All of a sudden I started feeling a headache tapping into this. I saw cake. I'm hearing graduation. Okay, you guys are having some type of spiritual graduation right now. I literally told this to a client today. Yeah, you're going through a rebirth. We have, you guys, definitely the energy. But when a card, I had a friend tell me when a card falls on the floor, it's like that energy times 10. I'm like totally picking this up right now with my feet. But what are feet? Like fingers? Okay, let me stop. Let me just stop. I think I was an animal for sure in a past life, because I really will just, I'm also a Taurus, and I feel like Tauruses can be very animalistic. We don't like to say that, but I'm a Leo rising. I'll be biting things and trying to grab things with my feet and stuff, and I'll just be like, Natija, you're a human being. Like, I like to walk barefoot. I'm just like, My last name's like literally Cave too, so I know that alludes to something. But 5 of Pentacles coming up with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you guys have been in, ooh, okay, I get it. You have been, the way you have been cloaked during this transition season, okay, you have been masked as, like, whatever you've been going through, it could have felt kind of like rock bottom, but I feel like you have been masked as almost like you quote unquote failed, or you're just not going to get out of a situation. Because I do feel other people's energies here, and it's like they feel like you're just not going to get out of a situation. You're not going to get out of a situation. You're not going to get out of, you know, I just heard a certain tax bracket, like something like that, you know, but it's like, oh, you could have been seeing 5s here. 5, 5, 5, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles came up, Knight of Wands coming up in the reverse here. Spirit is about to call. God is about to call. Something is coming in for you, okay? Because I feel like you had to learn with this Knight of Wands in reverse, and that was a card that fell on the floor times 10. Interesting garbage. I swear I have been seeing garbage trucks since yesterday, and I was just paying attention to synchron. Like, if I start seeing like multiples, like 3, 4, 5 in the time, I'm like, no, that's synchronicities. Take out the garbage energy, or releasing, decluttering. But let me tell you, this rebirth you guys are going through, I just see eyes going like, huh? This rebirth, some position you're about to get, some accomplishment, some opportunity. A lot of you guys, this opportunity but it's gonna be like, yo. I'm hearing signed, sealed, delivered by God. You had to really kind of learn to have divine patience. Patience and divine timing coming up here, because I feel like with this Knight of Wands, I'm keep hearing you had to learn that not all that glitters is gold. You had to learn that when things come fast or instantaneous, like, you know, it may not be the best thing. Okay, you also had to learn that Spirit's just showing me all these different things, but you had to learn not to compare yourself to other people, all these different things. And I also feel like they talk to you during this process. Okay, so you may have been going through a process, but I feel like your spirit guide here, or your guides, this could be both of them, have been with you the entire time. I swear I've just been seeing the guides from Twitches, but with you the entire time as you have been going through this time period. And whether or not you see them, like they've been there, okay? And I feel like you've gotten so many answers, though, downloads, clarity. Even if you didn't see them, okay, you definitely knew something was trying to get your attention or talk to you. Because I'm hearing, like, on some days, like, the signs could have just been miraculous, like, in your face, or the message, like, let's say you go in your phone or something, was, like, so clear that you were just like, okay. So it's like, while you were on this journey, some of you guys, you felt left out in the cold, ostracized here. Love could be significant, like, maybe, yeah, I do feel heartbreak energy. There could have been the separation, a ghosting situation. Does feel like heartbreak, but it's like you're getting some type of justice with this Queen of Pentacles. Again, I'm seeing this like spirit guide energy. And the little rabbit looks so pissed off. But what I feel like that is like your guides are always, yeah, you guys are divinely connected. You guys are my more spiritual pile that's like very in tune with spirit animals and spirituality. Some of you guys are craving to spend time in nature, and you're going to get that. But I just keep hearing patience. Don't, your finances definitely could be limited right now. And I actually think a little bit of that is divinely orchestrated, because trust me, this is my God has a plan. All these readings are, but this is definitely my God has a plan pile, because there are people that's going to learn karmic lessons because of how they treated you. Again, I do read also, and I do like to point out, because I think it's important to acknowledge POC as well too. Trigger warning, bullying could have been significant for some of you guys. Shaming, body shaming. Just really drawn to the features, the hair. Okay. Yeah, something about the body. Regardless, you don't have to be a POC, but I do feel like there was a sense here of you needing to heal from insecurities. I feel like people weren't nice at some point in your life, and it's like you are the lesson of be careful how you treat people, because wherever it is that you're going to be sitting, wherever it is that you're going to be going, people are going to wish that they were your friends. Yeah, 7 of Cups in the reverse. If you guys haven't released people, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be like a mass unfollowing or releasing. And hey, I'm just a messenger, or just like releasing, especially from school. That could be significant here for someone. This feels like, yeah, it feels like, because I don't know what it is. If you don't like physically follow people or school, it could be a job, whatever this is. I think some people are going to try to come towards you again once they see this elevation and this like glow up, and act like nothing happened. I don't know why I'm getting this energy, and it feels like multiple people. You're gonna have people reach out and act like nothing happened, but I am talking to a collective that like you were not treated nice. And spirit, the world in the reverse, yeah, they wanted nothing to do with you. There were some people that wanted nothing to do with you. Literally, the star coming out in reverse, when you were not, you know, when you didn't have certain things, when you didn't have this glow up, whatever this is, they didn't want anything to do with you. Some of you guys, I'm hearing you were right, picking up a heavy possible work situation, but it's like Maybe you tried to speak up about something, like maybe, you know, there was like you lost something, you lost your job, or, you know, you lost a friend group because you chose yourself, or there was some type of petty drama. But it's like you, even if you weren't fully in the right, like I feel like you healed yourself, like you actually worked on yourself with this Queen of Pentacles. Like this Queen of Pentacles is not coming out of nowhere. Like it was not easy for y'all. You worked on yourself. You like worked on self-improvement. You did your shadow work, or you stayed humble, you stayed in your lane. It's giving I could have got revenge, but I didn't. But it's like the way that the devil coming out in the reverse. Yeah, you didn't let any negative energy consume you. No matter what it was, you didn't let any negative energy become you. You just worked on yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys went through multiple rejections. Like this was not easy. This was not nice. Like you went through situations that could have made you, and it's crazy because this Knight of Cups came out like this. Like it wanted to go in reverse, but it wasn't meant to. Made you want to give up in your dreams. There were rejections. The way that your life was going, it was looking like you should just forget about it. Like you were, you know, everything that you were dreaming about, you were crazy or too good to be true. Because sometimes it's like the energy in your life was really not going that way, but it's gonna go that way. Like it's gonna go that way. Like you Chariot at the back of the deck. Like there's something here with the Five of Pentacles. It's like the way your angels have been working behind the scenes every step of the way. And I think this is your angels. I don't think this, I feel like you guys are actually in this Five of Pentacles. You're in the church. You're in that type of spiritual cleansing, initiation, healing period. Like you're at home, and it's like while you were at home, your angels were outside in the world. Okay, getting things organizing, getting things in order. All right. So it's like while you were sitting, this is like such a message that's coming out, but it's like while you were sitting with God, it's like God was just sending out angels and being like, okay, here's where to go, here's where to go. Here's what to do. And it's like your angels, this message, your angels may have even came forward as physical people. Something could have happened in the wintertime significantly. December, holidays time for you guys. Maybe the holidays is hard, sending you guys so much love. The holidays is not an easy time for you. Something could have happened around that time. January, March, snow could be significant here. But it's like while you were in this initiation period and you couldn't see what your angels were working on, they were at work. They were at work clearing the way, and God was in communication. Like, yeah, you guys have an opportunity coming. It's going to change your life. This is looking like an opportunity. I'm not even being guided to give alternatives to this. It just looks like an opportunity that's going to come in. The only alternative is I'm getting is like an idea that maybe you put out there, something that you do, something that you create that you don't think is that big of a deal, and it changes your entire life with this Tower. Like, it changes everything. Like, this is like something going viral and everything changing. This is like a hit song comes out, like everyone's like I was literally seeing an interview, and this girl was saying that everyone was saying her whole life was going to change, and it's like, at least with the Tower, even if you don't change, the perception that people have had of you is going to completely transform. Like, they will not be able to see the past version of you or whatever version of you. But it's like, on some level, I feel like this energy of you will always have respect for the former version of you, former versions of you, no matter what it is. You know what I mean? You know, I feel like I'm not necessarily a huge, I understand the importance of healing from the past, but I don't always love the forget the past type of blanket statements. I've like had a discussion with my friend about this, just because I feel like I don't like when people or mentors put blanket statements out on social medias, because I feel like you are talking to an audience of people, and yes, everything is up to discernment, but I think that it's how you integrate and interpret the past. You know, the past can be a gift. to a degree, and it's how you interpret it and use it. And I think that when you guys reflect, this life was a lot about healing your relationship with yourself. It was a lot about healing your insecurities. Yep, Two of Cups at the back of my deck. Your inner child coming up here. And I'm not saying that you should, I don't think that you will be Cruella de Vil or whatever, but I definitely think that depending on the severity of whatever you guys went through, this could be like ex-lovers as well too. I feel like there should always be a space for your inner child and a space for that girl or that boy or whoever this was, you know what I mean, that was struggling, and holding that space, not to live with anger, but to live with self-compassion. And I think this is really important, especially if you guys are meant to elevate into a place of like higher status or, you know, whatever this is. I think this is really important because a lot of you guys, even if this is not people from the past, it could be like, I've seen this movie before, I know how it ends. Maybe this is just kind of like, you know, all of a sudden you're in certain rooms or you glowed up, and this could just simply be your parents too. Like you glowed up, whatever this is, and now you see someone who's like shaming somebody else for not having something or not having a certain body. And I feel like you guys, like your spirit is just gonna be like, yeah, no, you know, absolutely not. Like you're not, you know, you will always hold this person, your inner child, the person who you were at every step of the journey, in your heart. Okay, in your heart. Your journey was so beautiful, and I just don't feel like you're gonna let the outside world define you, because you knew that you needed, not needed, but you also like, yeah, you needed those parts of yourself as well in order to alchemize and be, you know, a part of the life that you're stepping into. So yeah, I hope that made sense. I hope it made sense. The Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, 100%. I just heard, how you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. Four of Wands coming up in the reverse, the Hierophant, and Five of Swords. I just feel like there may be some people that try to be like, oh, you're so this, or you're so that, or you've changed. You're not da-da-da. You think you're all that, but it's like, no. You haven't changed, but it's like not okay for you to like me only when you see me doing good, you know, or you see that on the physical front, you know, I'm living certain experiences. But it's like, and I'm not talking about self-improvement, I'm talking about the physical life. It's not okay for you to just see my life and want to come and be a part of this and enjoy with me. No. No, soul contract's over. You didn't get it, so now you're gonna get it, because I'm not with it. I deserve more. You know, I deserve to be seen and you know, at least appreciated and respected. Not everyone has to be your friend, you know, that's not normal. Everyone has different chemistry with people, but it's like you deserve to be at least respected and acknowledged, because trust me, as someone, I know this, some people don't even acknowledge you, give you the time of day. I had a situation, I'll never forget, like, publicly, I had someone well, I had many of those situations in school, but embarrassed me one time. There was this girl that I got along with so well, and we followed each other on Twitter. We literally had class together. We talk every single day, like literally every day. And I replied to her tweet, and she was like embarrassed. It was a weird situation as well too. I do think there was a bit of prejudice in there, to be honest, but she replied in front of everyone and was just kind of like, and we had other classmates following us, and was just like, girl, no. Oh, she was just like, is anyone up? I want to talk to a friend. And I was just like, hey, I'm up. And she was like, oh no, you're a class friend. She was like, you're a class friend, you're not the friend I want to talk to. And I'll never forget she said that. And there's just certain people, and there's so many other stories where I have even kind of like held the door open to certain people too. And I was just like, oh, you know, like we've grown, like school was like so many years ago, and sometimes it needs to be so many years ago and say so many years ago. Like sometimes it needs to, because a lot of you guys are also going to have to acknowledge that. And it's not saying, you know, live life with assumptions. It's just discernment. You know, there are certain people that grow up with a level of privilege. And if things in life don't force them to change at certain times, they may not have to. And they may not feel like they have to. They may just continue to live life as they are in their communities. And there was somebody else who I invited back into my life, and I was just like, oh, we always kind of we had, a vibe, like a chemistry, me and her, in a platonic way. But it didn't matter because their ways were still their ways, because it was very obvious to me that there was nothing that was forcing them to change. You know what I mean? Like, they were so comfortable in their environments and their reality that it was just like, and it was just gonna not be something that I needed, for all the work and healing that I did. So I feel like maybe that's a message for someone, but either way, honey, you are elevating. You are elevating, you are glowing up, and I just heard take what you need and leave the rest if you gotta take anything, okay? But trust, things are about to get, like, really, really good for you. Oh, your inner child, your dreams are coming true. Your dreams are actually coming true, my love. You're on the right path, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye, guys.